Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. This for his running back, McCoy. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 84. Watch 84.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
She's not going to get me.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check 53. Let's go. Let's go.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. But if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Under 10. Under 15. Yellow.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slap.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Attack!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A 49-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on first and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
And 8 yards pickup. First down, Ravens.
Get him! 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
53, Mike. It's out of time. It's out of time. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Silver. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
And let's pin the mirror.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Time to go. Watch the shift.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set, please. Watch the slide. Motion. Mike's 59. Here we go, D.
Here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, 57, caller, 57, we're good.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to...
And it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Yeah, baby.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
Get the ball. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D. Go. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, QB, come on. Let's go. Come on. Match what? Right, 53. 53. Come on. You better bring go. Check 15. Check 15.
Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
43.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught by Nelson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On the set. 53. 53. Check 53. Go. Walk the pad. Rotate. Bill. Let's go. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. 53. Ready. Ready. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Zip it. Smash it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Okay, double up. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Go! Their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly could.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. He finds McCoy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Switch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 13. Kill. Check it out.
Ingram again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw is RG3. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
48 for Mike.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 10-yard touchdown run. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I'm coming after you. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
53, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check nickel. Big edge.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Watch the slant. Watch the safety. Slam.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 52.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson on the move to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Undercut. Crunch.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incomplete. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Hassan. Bring down. Go. Mike's 50. I'm coming up.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Try to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
All day.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get... And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Snead's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
All day, dog.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Watch that. He's coming. Go. Double up. 53's the mic.
Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
3rd and 12.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Jump. Show it up. Welcome right. 50 come up.
He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
Let's go. Come on.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play